Hello and welcome to Top10List.org, where you get a world of knowledge in 10 simple points. Today's episode is going to be about ways you're being deceived without even knowing it. And we're going to start at number 10 with flight mode. Whenever we travel through planes, we are asked to turn off our cell phones, as it is considered that electronic devices can cause disturbances in flight. But this myth has been proven wrong, and there is no harm by the cell phone signal to the plane. So if you want to play games or chat with your friends when you're on a plane, guess what? You can do it. Number 9, we have shampoos, lather, rinse, and repeat. Many of the shampoo bottles have these instructions written on them. In the olden days when people used to wash their hair, many times they just only needed to wash them twice to remove dirt and oil from the hair. But in recent days when people use shampoos, often this has become just a marketing gimmick, so that their products are bought more frequently. Don't be deceived by these instructions and wash your hair only once. At number 8, we have sick notes. Sick notes are used by employees to show their employer when they take sick leaves. Employers want proof that you were actually sick when you took days off from work, claiming that you were sick. But employers might not be aware that sick notes can be taken from doctors by paying them a certain amount even if you are not sick. Employees use sick notes to deceive their employers. Number 7 is radio shows. When we turn on radio stations, we hear people giving their opinions about things that are going on around us. The truth is that the people who voice their opinions are not local people, but they are paying people who are given money to say specific things. It is not true that everyone is a paid actor, but most of them are. Number 6 is ovens. Now this is very interesting. How can we be deceived by oven making companies? Well, to people who use ovens, you must be aware that they need to preheat the oven before cooking anything on it. It has been mentioned to preheat the oven at 350 degrees before baking or cooking anything, and can almost find this first point in any cooking recipe is to preheat the oven at this temperature. The temperature on which we set the oven is not the actual temperature that it maintains throughout the oven. The temperature keeps fluctuating when the dish is cooked in it. Number 5 is hard drives. Many times we are deceived by hard drive manufacturers. The hard drive we buy does not have sufficient memory that we are told it has. We all know that some space on hard drives is taken up by the operating system or by the software of that hard drive if it is an external. But this is not necessarily the reason why the space appears less than what we are told. Hard drive manufacturers deceive us by providing less memory space than what they tell us comes with it. Number 4 is SugarFree Products. Many of us blame sugar for obesity problems, diabetes, and heart conditions. But it is not true. We all need sugar in any amount to get energy. The sugar-free products offered by companies these days may help you to keep your diabetes in control, but you might not be aware of the fact that these sweeteners are made up of some of the most toxic and harmful materials to the body rather than consuming sugar. So if you are avoiding sugar, then start by using honey or maple syrup to sweeten your dish. Number 3 is oil changes. You must have been told that in order to keep your vehicle in good condition, it is necessary to change the engine oil when the car has run over 3,000 miles. But this is not technically true. Our cars do not need the oil change so frequently. The car experts say that instead it is better to get the oil change when the vehicle has run about 7,500 miles in order to keep the vehicle in good condition and to maintain its average. It's more advisable to get your car serviced and only when it is necessary. One should get an oil change. So it is not good to hurt the environment and waste the money unnecessarily by changing the oil every 3,000 miles. Number 2 is live television. This will be a little surprise to you. Things that are said to be live television are actually not true. The main reason why things are not shown live and broadcasters keep a 5 to 6 second delay is in order to keep the objectionable things to be shown out to the viewers. The control booth has a live broadcast, and the delayed broadcast signal is sent to the people on the cable boxes. If something objectionable shows up on the control booth, they can remove it, and then the delayed broadcast is sent to the people. So now I think you know that what you think is live television is actually not live. Number 1 is Facebook. Facebook has become an essential part, and it is not easy to imagine a day without using Facebook. We chat, make new friends, and remain in contact with everyone, and even for advertisements. Its popularity has made it an easy target for fraudulent people to use it for their own benefits. People send fake messages about liking the page in order to generate more likes. Facebook is also used for fraud clicks from advertisers to promote their brands, which have resulted in many lawsuits against it. Thank you for joining us on this insightful and truthful episode of Top 10. If you enjoyed, don't hesitate to click subscribe and join us again for another edition.